Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 104.
Fleet Farm's kicking off a new season of deals with our Bring On Spring Savings event. Freshen up your landscape with bags of superior shredded mulch. On sale now, 5 for $10. Get a free $20 gift card when you buy $100 of select Columbia footwear and apparel. And swap out that old fishing line with some Berkley Fire Line, now just $15.99 a spool. Bring on spring with great seasonal supplies at the best prices guaranteed at Fleet Farm.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee's Theater District. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. For a limited time, enjoy exclusive seasonal rates starting at $139. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
Is outdoor living limited at your place? Well, imagine a deck, a patio, pergola, fire pit, maybe even an outdoor kitchen in your yard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is a local, family-owned company that consults, designs, and builds these things. And they're the best. Let them make outdoor living unlimited in your yard like they did in ours. We are Wisconsin. We live outdoors as much as possible. Make the most of it with help from Outdoor Living Unlimited. See OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Staying active, essential for overall health. Proper medical support, essential for staying active. WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Whether it's keeping a weekend warrior like me on the tennis court or keeping young athletes in the game, you want the best in sports medicine, that's OAW. Surgeons, nurses, and physical therapists help you recover from injury, avoid injury in the future, and enhance performance. Get care 7 days a week. Walk right in at an Ortho ASAP clinic or book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Baseball is back. It is officially opening day for our Milwaukee Brewers. The Brew Crew in the Bronx right now to face the 2024 AL champion Yankees. Freddie Peralta gets the opening day nod on the mound. Our coverage starts just momentarily with Brewers warm-up right here on WTMJ. First pitch is at 2:05. Milwaukee Bucks coverage, no Giannis and no Dame, means no win for the Bucks. They fell to the Denver Nuggets last night, 127-117. Taking a look at the roads now with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons. Paving time saver traffic. As I take a peek, we're looking pretty good. The only thing we have right now, I-94 West at Holly Road. Right shoulder is blocked due to a car that's broken down. That is a busy spot. Then out in the Pewaukee area, they have a disabled vehicle on the exit to 164 County J from I-94 West. Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Mostly cloudy today. High of 53 tonight. Mostly cloudy, but some of you will see a little bit of rain. We'll dip down to 40 for the low. Tomorrow, we have another chance for rain in the morning hours. It's going to be windy and warm otherwise. High of 69 by the lake, 73 inland. Saturday, another chance for rain, so keep that umbrella handy. We could see thunderstorms as well. Falling temperatures. High of 57 on Saturday. Sunday, another chance for showers and maybe even a mix. Yes, it is still Wisconsin. High of 45 on Sunday. And then Monday for the Brewers home opener, we have a chance for snow in the morning, and it's going to be windy, so prepare for that if you're tailgating. Wind chills in the 20s. High of 39. It's now up to 57 in Kenosha. Sheboygan is sitting at 46. And here in Milwaukee, it's 54 and overcast. I'm Jessica Ty. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 1:08.
This is Brewers Warm Up with Dominic Cotroneo. Your lineups, manager insights, and a preview of tonight's game right now. This is Brewers Warm Up. Here's your host, Dominic Cotroneo.
We made it. It's opening day. We're here. We're finally here. Are you excited as I am? Come on. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I was telling some folks here, I was like a kid on Christmas Eve. I couldn't sleep last night. I was just so excited to get ready to watch games that count today here on WTMJ. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Thanks for joining us. We are leading you into the network pregame coverage coming up at the bottom of the hour. We will take you to Yankee Stadium. Jeff Levering and Lane Grindle on the call. Kent Summerfield in the booth for his 40th year. Josh Mauer's on hand as well. We've got the whole crew down there at Yankee Stadium. But, of course, we have to open up this season, and I know Jeff and Lane will talk about it plenty today and again on Monday as we honor the life and the legacy and just the absolute privilege it was to spend time with Bob Uecker in our lifetimes as we begin the first game without Bob in our lives. But I know he's watching. I know he's down in the front row, and this is going to be a new era here on Brewers Radio. But I know Jeff, I know Lane, I know Josh will do the best that they can to relive the memories, honor his legacy, and also bring you Brewers baseball all season long. So we'll save a lot of the Uecker tributes and everything that is to come for the fans on Monday. I'm really looking forward to everybody getting their moment with him. There'll be another one coming up later this year, too, for a fan celebration of life. So all of that is obviously heavy on the mind and heavy on the heart today, as it is the first opening day without Uke. And I do want to tip my cap to Christian Yelich rolling in today in a full plaid suit. Pretty sweet. If you haven't seen it, it's all over Brewers social media. Great tip of the cap for Christian Yelich there to his good friend Bob Uecker. And, of course, I shared it while we were down at spring training during photo day that for all of his official MLB photos this year, he has his posed bat that he was going to use for Players Weekend that has the tribute to Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker, and the great decals on it from Louisville Slugger. But that's the photo and all of his official MLB stuff, so using that bat. So we'll think of Uke all season long. Wanted to talk about that here at the top of the program. Now, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about Brewers and Yankees. What a great matchup, especially given two teams that won their division a year ago. Of course, the Yankees winning the pennant, falling to the Dodgers. The storylines underfoot that are Nestor Cortez facing his old team. He goes on Saturday. Devin Williams, is he going to get a chance to get a save against his former team after that trade this past December? Christian Yelich is back and healthy and in the starting lineup. We'll get to that in just a moment. There are some roster decisions I do want to break down here at the start, and then we'll get into the lineup here. First and foremost, Jake Bauers did make the roster. In order to put him on the 40-man, they designated Brewer Hicklin for assignment to open up a spot on the full 40-man. But what's significant about DFAing Brewer Hicklin, it means they did not put Brandon Woodruff or Aaron Ashby or Tobias Myers on the 60-day injured list, meaning the 60-day injured list opens up a spot on the 40-man. The fact that Woody is not on that 60 sort of indicates they expect him back, which would be by the end of May is when that 60 days would be up. They expect him back before that. Same with Aaron Ashby, but you can always put a guy onto the 60-day if something goes wrong in their rehab process. So Woodruff officially on the IL, Ashby officially on the IL, Tobias Myers officially on the IL, but the good news with him is that he is expected back in April as things stand right now to rejoin this Brewers rotation. We already reported that Vinny Capra was due to make the roster. That was reported before we left spring training. He is in the roster, and not only that, he is starting in his first opening day at third base. So with that, let's jump into the starting lineups today for the Brewers and the Yankees. Jackson Chourio leading things off for the second straight opening day. He is only the second player ever in big league history to start two opening days in the leadoff spot at 21 or younger. Twice. That's twice for Jackson Chourio. He's playing left field. Christian Yelich, batting second. He's the designated hitter. William Contreras is the catcher, the reigning Silver Slugger 2 times over. He's batting third. Rhys Hoskins will hit in the cleanup spot this season. Rhys is at first base. Sal Frelick moves up to the 5 spot in the order. He's going to be the right fielder today. Joey Ortiz hits 6th. He earns the shortstop job. That was a brief competition for about a week or so with him and Bryce Terang, and then ultimately goes to Joey. He's batting 6th. Garrett Mitchell, the starting center fielder for the Brewers, he's batting 7th. Vinny Capra, just mentioned him in his first opening day roster. He's the third baseman with the lefty on the mound, Carlos Rodon. Batting 9th, it's Bryce Terang. He's still in the lineup. The Platinum Glover is batting 9th and playing second base, recovered from his fatigued shoulder that he suffered during spring training. He's A-OK and good to go. Once again for the crew today, Jackson Chourio, Christian Yelich, William Contreras. That's the top third. The middle third is Rhys Hoskins, Sal Frelick, Joey Ortiz. And then the final 3 is Garrett Mitchell, Vinny Capra, and Bryce Terang. They're all facing the left-hander Carlos Rodon, who was one of the more steady arms of the year last year for the Yankees. Of course, Garrett Cole's missed the start of the year last year, and he's missing the entire year this year due to Tommy John surgery. But a year ago, 16-9 for Rodon, a 3.96 ERA, 175 innings, and 195 strikeouts. We'll have more thoughts on the pitchers later on in the program. Then on the Yankees side, Austin Wells leading off as the catcher. Aaron Judge hits second. He's in right. Cody Bellinger, acquired from the Cubs this offseason. Bellinger is in center field. His dad played for the Yankees too, so that's a cool story for that family. Paul Goldschmidt, that's cleanup. He's at first base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. slides to the 5 spot. He is playing second with Gleyber Torres now going to the Tigers. Jason Dominguez, their wonder kid, the Martian as they call him. He's their left fielder. Batting 7th is Anthony Volpe. He's a shortstop. Ben Rice will DH. He's hitting 8th. And finally, Oswaldo Cabrera for the Yankees rounds it out at third base for the Bronx Bombers, all against Freddie Peralta, his second consecutive opening day start. Freddie last year was 11-9 with a 3.68 ERA, reached the 200 strikeout plateau for his second consecutive season. All right, let's take our first break. I had a challenge to the fans on social media yesterday with some predictions for the year. We'll go through a couple of our favorites there after this on 620 WTMJ.
Burkhardt Sporting Goods in New Berlin is the baseball lover's destination. With a massive state-of-the-art indoor training facility featuring hit tracks with precision analytics, a huge open turf area, and all the best training equipment you need. So get in here and get ready to get better. And we'll help you with this special offer. Buy 20 batting cage credits for $30. That's 25% off. This is Brian Burkhardt, and if you love baseball and softball like we do, you can't beat Burkhardt. 153rd and National. If you plan on draining buzzer beaters, the place to start is Burkhardt, where you'll find a great selection of residential basketball hoops from the best brand, Goalrilla. We'll handle the installation and take care of everything to make it easy from start to finish. And right now when you buy from Burkhardt, standard hoop installation is half price. You can't beat that. This is Brian Burkhardt, and when you love basketball like we do, you can't beat Burkhardt. New Berlin and Fox Point.
Pain can make you feel like no matter what you try, it's not going to work. Or it can make you try any and everything. And most times, that'll make you feel like you've been taken for a ride. It's hard to believe that there's a solution to your pain problem that works, is safe, and is actually affordable. But that's why most insurance plans pay for pain treatments from Rejuvenex, because they're FDA approved and they do work. Toradol and hyaluronic acid work together to substantially alleviate your pain. And we've seen patients experience pain relief for greater than 2 years after completing a series of treatments. Is it a one and done? No. But at as low as $65 per joint? It's an affordable alternative to surgery. And it's not an expensive cross your fingers and hope it works experiment. Especially for older pain sufferers, the pain treatment that Rejuvenex offers is worth trying, because the vast majority of patients who do live better lives in a lot less pain. Rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Now, more of Brewers Warm Up on WTMJ.
Welcome back. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Brewers and Yankees opening day is here. We are almost ready for first pitch in about 40 minutes time or so. It'll be at 2:05 here on WTMJ. If you follow me on social media, I'm at Dom_COTRONEO, Cotroneo with an underscore in there. I put a challenge out there on X yesterday. Just simply give me your predictions for the following categories. Who will be the Brewers MVP? Who will be the Brewers Cy Young, meaning their best pitcher? Who will be the reliever of the year for the Brewers? The newcomer of the year? Who will lead in homers? And give me a bold prediction. Some folks weren't bold enough. Some folks were really bold on social media with some of these takes out there. But I want to read through a few of my favorites that came through here. Over 100 of you responded, so I really do appreciate that on social media. Hopefully you're all sitting around listening to this one too. But a few of the favorites that came through here with the MVP votes, let's get this out of the way. Jackson Chourio was the overwhelming favorite, and you can scroll through this. Jackson Chourio was the overwhelming favorite to be MVP, which I think is a very valid take. And there were a few Mitchells in there, a few Contrerases in there, a few Yelich's in there. There were some very, very bold takes in there, too, about Joey Ortiz, which I like because I put my wagon on his. But here are a few of the favorites. This one from Norman. MVP to be Mitchell. This is his leap year, finally fully healthy. The Cy Young will be Woodruff. Back 2/3 of a season will be special. Reliever to be McGill. Newcomer Quintana. He'll be a reliable starter, which is such an important thing to have. Christian Yelich will be the home run leader. Now, that's a bold prediction if you ask me. And then this one also from Norman. NL's best record. That's the definition of a bold prediction. This one from Jacob gave William Contreras his MVP nod. reliever of the year, Jared Koenig, and I think it's almost a compliment that we've barely talked about Jared Koenig throughout spring training, just taking his great 2024 season for granted at times of how nasty he was, especially against lefties, barely a 500 OPS against lefties against him. He really can change a lineup, which is what you want from a guy that isn't saving games perhaps, but he can do anything you need. He even opened games. He did a lot of things. I really like that pick. The bold take from Jacob was Jackson Chourio and William Contreras will both start for the National League in the All-Star game. Love that take. I think that's a really good one. This one from Cameron gave his MVP to Yelich, home run leader to Hoskins. The bold prediction has a couple of them here. A Brewer will be in the top 3 for MVP vote. I think that's going to be Jackson Chourio, personally. Trevor McGill doesn't end the season as closer. Kind of like last year, right, where you think you have your closer, then somebody else emerges. And then Pyomps, Hudson, and Koenig, all under 2.5 for their ERA this season out of the bullpen. Really, really like that. Again, you can go to my X at Dom_Cotroneo, see all of the responses that are on that too. There's some good ones. I can't get to every single one, but really do appreciate all the feedback on that tweet. Also, want to take a moment to thank one of our newest sponsors here on WTMJ and on Brewers Warm-Ups. It's Prize Picks. It's the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. You can run your game all season long on Prize Picks. And springtime's here, of course, so baseball's officially underway. Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from the diamond in your Prize Picks lineup. You can go through the app. It's super easy to use. Simply over or under. I mean, I see a Bryce Terang thing on here, too, that I really like. You see some Yelly in here, too. So go explore the app. And I'll tell you what, if you download the app today and use promo code DOM, D-O-M, just my nickname, you can get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, promo code DOM to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Let's take our last break and then get ready for baseball. Let's talk a little bit about the rotation and the pitching matchup after this on WTMJ.
Painting your house is a big job. You want it done right. John Mercure here. Do what I did. Go with the professionals, the best in the business at CertaPro Painters. They do inside, they do outside, and they do it right every single time. As a matter of fact, right now, they've got a spring sales event going on through May 15th. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated, and they do everything the right way. Schedule your free estimate online right now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Chief Homebuyer Helper Brian Wickert. One of our senior loan consultants recently helped their first-time homebuyer client win over 13 other offers. Of course, it was a team effort with their buyer's agent, and it centered around helping our clients understand what little difference there was to their monthly payment to offer over the asking price. And again, what little difference it would make to give the sellers peace of mind that they'd still buy even if the appraisal came in up to $20,000 short. But that's not all. Our consultant also texted and called the listing agent to reinforce how well qualified our buyers were and that they could, in fact, still close even if the appraisal came in low. Your Accunet consultant will help you understand your options so you can decide how aggressive you want to be. Then we do everything possible to help you win. Don't let someone else end up sleeping in your dream home. Know your options and get your rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
Your stress-free spring break trip starts in your driveway with Go Right Way, Wisconsin's largest chauffeured fleet. Start your vacation as soon as you leave your house by letting Go Right Way handle your rides to and from Mitchell Field or O'Hare. Luggage? Go Right Way has it. Traffic? Go Right Way handles it. Parking hassles? You won't miss them. Go Right Way's professional, on-time chauffeurs are background checked and their vehicles are premium and meticulously cleaned. Your journey starts with a ride you can trust. Book your ride today at GoRightWay.com.
Back to Brewers Warm-Up on WTMJ.
We're just a few minutes away from sending things out to the Bronx. Yankees, Brewers, opening day. They're all getting ready to line up now at Yankee Stadium. I'll tell you what, I know we're opening weekend and talk about the rest of the season. I enjoy Yankee Stadium. It's not at the top of my list, but when you get there for an opening day like today, Nestor Cortez called it electric. Yelich knows everyone's going to be right on top of them. It's going to be a fun time at Yankee Stadium, the stadium in the Bronx. It's just going to be the kind of places you really want to open opening day, right? If you're not going to open at home, you want to open somewhere where there's going to be energy, where there's going to be excitement, and that's exactly what the Brewers are getting with the New York Yankees. And then they come right back home for a week-long homestand, Monday through Sunday, where they get the Royals and the Reds here at American Family Field. Now, let's talk about the pitching matchup a little bit deeper before we kick things over to the Bronx, where Freddie Peralta gets the ball today. And Freddie had such an amazing April and even a couple of starts into May last season that if he can tap into that sooner as opposed to later, I think it can calm a lot of waters of the depth of this pitching staff. A reminder, most guys aren't stretched out to go 7 innings if their performance dictates it. Could Freddie do it? Yes, he's touched 90 pitches already in spring training. We've seen him do 6-ups in spring training. He can handle going for length. And while the Brewers are waiting Abner Uribe's suspension out right now because he did make the opening day roster, which means the Brewers are playing one pitcher down for these first 4 games. But if you get length from Freddie, that can make things a lot easier because pretty much anyone who throws in the bullpen today can throw in the bullpen on Saturday thanks to tomorrow's built-in off day. Yep, we're off tomorrow because of the built-in rain out just in case, just like what happened last year. Then you've got 3 straight days you've got to cover when you've got starters of Nestor Cortez and Aaron Savali who should be able to give you innings, but you've got swingmen behind them like Connor Thomas, like Chad Patrick, who makes the roster for his first ever opening day and his big league debut with Connor Thomas. And then you've also got a guy like Tyler Alexander who maybe could pitch today. Maybe he even starts on Monday in the home opener. They need to get length out of somebody this weekend, and I think it's a great pick for it to be Freddie Peralta. Over his first 8 starts last season, I'll go further. His first 10 starts, and there's even a couple clunkers in here. His first 10 starts last year, he had a 3.81 ERA. In 56 innings, he had 71 strikeouts. The walks were a little high. ERA is 3.81, but that's with 2 starts with 5 earned runs allowed. The rest of them were quality starts almost. And there's a couple 5 innings in there. But if Freddie Peralta turns in a 3.5 or so ERA these first 10 starts, you're doing something right. If you're right around 60 innings as he continues to build, maybe you get 65 innings out of these first 10 starts, the bullpen will be in great shape to get ready for the year. Carlos Rodon, he's left-handed. He throws hard. He's got a hammer of a slider. He is going to strike out guys. That is his MO, but you can be patient with him at times. He walks a lot of guys when he falls behind in the count, sort of kind of gives up on him. The fastball is elite. It has some serious ride to it. It's a pitch that you see it at the top of the zone like, ooh, that's a strike. I can hit that, and then it always ends up above your bat, which is really hard to kind of explain to somebody who's never seen a fastball like that. But again, the opening weekend rotation for the Brewers has Freddie Peralta today, Nestor Cortez on Saturday, Aaron Savali on Sunday. For our programming purposes, I will be on again tonight, not live post-game per se, but after some other programming, I'll be on with our regularly scheduled Brewers Weekly right back in this chair tonight at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9. That will be our de facto post-game show from this contest. Then, no game, of course, tomorrow. Saturday, we're right back here again for Brewers warm-up, and we will have Brewers extra innings on Saturday, too. That game gets going at 12:05 Central Time. We are on the air at 11, and then on Sunday, same time, same place, or rather a little later, I should say, 12:35 first pitch Central Time. That one will just have Brewers extra innings. Okay, we are here. It is baseball season. They count now. The Brewers, the only team in baseball last year to not have a 4-game losing streak. Man, that's quite a stat that I want to see if that can continue all season long. The new era is here on Brewers Radio on WTMJ. Thank you to everybody who's listened. On the other side of this open, Brewers baseball from Yankee Stadium.
I got into injury law because it is complex.
Brett Eckstein, attorney at Cannon & Dunphy.
And today's law is contradictory and needs an experience.